Hey there, it's Jenny from Southern Savers. Glad to have you guys join me tonight. We are back, I guess, at our normal Monday night routine, and we will hang with this for the rest of February probably. Just took off 1 week last week. My plan tonight is to talk mobile apps that save us money. Obviously, we could talk mobile apps all night long about all sorts of things, but money-saving mobile apps, and then wherever your questions are. So anything that you have that you want to cover in terms of couponing and anything really, I'm cool with. If you are watching this through YouTube, you'll need to click over to Southern Savers and log in so that you can join the chat and ask questions. And if you're watching this later, we do this every Monday night at 8:30, and the link is always up on the Southern Savers homepage for you to click through and be able to join us. So glad to have everyone that can, and feel free to ask all your questions in the chat area. You click on the red plus sign to type away for anything that you want to ask, and folks will tend to answer them before I even get to them, but I will try to get to them too, just so you've kind of had double answers on every single thing that we come across. So we are going to jump into apps to start with though, and then I'll come back and go through any questions that are there. So just so you kind of know, I'm not going to forget about you as I see the questions come in. It just gives us something to talk about as questions start to come in, but it's also a fun way to just cover new things each time. You never know what you're going to learn. Some of it could be a refresher for others of you. So to start us with apps, I was 2 minutes late because I was trying to look for, there are various programs that let me kind of put my iPhone up on the screen versus my old school way of showing you apps, which is to hold the phone up. But I just couldn't find one that would work fast enough. That's just the joys of me not working on it earlier today like I should have. But we all have those moments. So we're gonna go through, I've broken them out. I have notes today. I don't normally make notes for us, but I didn't want us to miss anything. And there are a lot of apps that are out there that are helpful to save money. Before we go into all of these, I am kind of a little bit of an app, I don't know what the right word is. I want to say an app Nazi, but it's more that if I find that I'm not using it or that I don't like it, it gets cut from my phone. I'm very restrictive on how many apps I let stay on my phone. I'm also a little restrictive in terms of the amount of information that I like to share. So there aren't, I don't use every single app that's out there by any means. And usually when we do this particular topic, folks will ask me about certain apps, and I'm going to be honest and tell you, you know what, I don't use that one, or I don't even like that one, and you may love it. It's really all up to experience and opinions. So as we go through things, feel free to share your opinions, and I'm really just sharing mine, just so you kind of see that from the start. It's not like, I don't mean it to be negative about anybody, just we all have different things that we like. So to get us started, we're gonna go with apps that are kind of generic to a whole bunch of stores. I can go in, I buy items that are on sale, I use coupons on those items in the store, and then I come home, and these apps all work like a rebate. I come home and I submit my receipt to earn money back through the various apps, and there are a lot of them that work this way. When the money is earned, again, it doesn't come off of the register. It has nothing to do with the store. Instead, when the money is earned, it's going into my account with that app. So you're gonna have money saved up in little tiny accounts in various places. And this is one where working with 97 different apps, it's gonna be kind of hard to keep all of that straight. So I would tend to try to tell you, you know what, let's pick 3 or 4 maybe that you really like and that we're going to routinely use. But I don't know that I would start working on every single app that's out there that kind of does the same thing, because you're going to have a really hard time remembering if you've even submitted the coupons. When was the last time you earned money from them? Have you gotten your money? It's hard to keep all of that straight. So with all of these that I'm going to name here in a second, and I'm going to put some in the chat room too, just so you see their names. I would encourage you to pick, you know, the ones that you see yourself regularly using. Maybe you start out trying to use them all and you just kind of see after a week or so, which ones am I using, which ones am I not? So Tawana is sharing, you know, I use Checkout 51 and SavingStar. Those would be my two favorite too. I throw in one more maybe on that, but that's about it. So as we go through this, to start, we'll start with Ibotta. Ibotta has been out the longest. They were the first kind of to the game on rebate-like apps. And the way that Ibotta works, I load the app, which for me always takes a really long time. Then I'm going to pick where I'm shopping. That is very important. Ibotta has so many coupons that are store specific. So before you even go shopping, you really need to get a handle on whether or not the coupon that you want to use is available for the store that you're headed to. And that's really hard for me even. So folks will get mad because the matchups that I have include Ibotta or don't include Ibotta. Seriously, Ibotta takes us probably about 5 hours a week just to keep updated in the database. That's a lot of time when you think about just having someone that needs to do that every single week. So it's hard for me even, but I'm gonna come in, I can click on a store and I can immediately see all of the available deals for that store. So this is Publix. I can see Uncle Sam cereal, 50 cents for that Uncle Sam cereal. I click on that, and to unlock it, usually you need to learn a fact. I will confess, I don't even read those. I don't know why I have to read a fact. I just click unlock. It's unlocked. And now I can go to the store. I can buy the Uncle Sam cereal. I can use a coupon on the Uncle Sam cereal and still earn the extra 50 cents back from Ibotta. How this is going to work, you see that little verify your purchase. Or you can click the inside the other one from the main app. It'll be upload a receipt. You're going to take a picture of your receipt. You're going to scan the barcode using the app. It'll walk you through. It's really, really simple. Take a picture of this back of the cereal or scan the UPC, sorry. Take a picture of your receipt, and then I've submitted my purchase to them. Once I submit my purchase to them, I have the 50 cents back in my account, usually within 24 hours. With Ibotta, to get your money out, and that you will do from their main page as well. So to withdraw cash, you have to at least have a $20 minimum. That's new. It used to be $5 and then it was $10. It's now $20. So once I have that $20 minimum, I can get it out in a PayPal deposit, or a $25 minimum, I can get it out in a gift card. So you could do Amazon gift cards, Starbucks gift cards. There's all sorts of gift cardy options. You just choose what you want to get it out with once you have that earned up. So that's the basics of Ibotta. And again, I told you I would stick these in here. So just so we are all on the right spelling, Ibotta. You can search for it in any of the app stores. These are free apps, by the way. Nothing that we're mentioning tonight do you need to pay money to get. So the concept with Ibotta, exactly the same concept with all of these other apps that we're going to mention. So once we understand that basic one, we're ready to start adding in some of these other companies. My number one favorite, Tawana mentioned earlier, is Checkout 51. I use Checkout 51 more than I use the other apps that are there. I like how simple it is. It's pretty rare for Checkout 51 to have a lot of store-specific coupons. And if they do have something that's store-specific, they tell it to you right there in the list. So I'm not off having to hunt what's in this store and what's in this store. I kind of hate that about Ibotta personally. Just a little tiny Ibotta anti-Ibotta soapbox. But with Checkout 51, if I come in, I can see every single thing that's there and how much its cash back is worth. I buy the item in the store, then I come home and I upload my receipt. I don't have to scan UPC codes here. I just take a picture of the receipt. Also to note, you'll see the limit 1 there on those Marie calendar single serve meals. I'm trying to get the glare to go away. Some of these will have limit 2, limit 3, or even no limits. So if you see that in Checkout 51, I can actually buy 2 or 3 of that product and redeem it on the same receipt. Now, occasionally we'll see in Ibotta a deal that comes back. You're allowed to submit it again. But in Ibotta and even Checkout 51, I can only submit a receipt one time. And that's huge. I've had folks ask before in the past, how do I end up, I end up getting kicked out of Ibotta, or they canceled my account. And a lot of times it's because you took the same receipt and you uploaded it again a second time, or they thought that you did. So don't ever do that, even if you find that you missed an offer. So I submitted the receipt once for these 3 things, and then I forgot that I had this 4th offer on that. It will trigger your account to get kicked out when they see the same receipt come back through. Even though you legitimately missed it, you didn't try to submit the same offer twice, just don't go there. 1 receipt per submission. Don't ever submit the receipt again for any of these. But in this situation, if I had multiple Marie calendars on the same receipt and the limit was more, that one was really a limit of 1. But you know what I'm saying? I could buy 6 of them in theory, submit for that coupon twice on the same receipt if the limit was 2. So look for that in Checkout 51. Checkout 51's threshold is also $20. When you have $20 saved up, they will mail you a check. So they're a little different in that they don't do the direct deposits and everything else that everybody else does. They just mail you a check, but when you hit $20, your check comes. It's pretty simple. I like Checkout 51 the best because every single Thursday, their offers either reset, so they come back, or they're all new, all the offers. So I'm not stuck in Ibotta land wondering when these horrible coupons that I don't want are gonna go away. Every single week on Checkout 51, they're refreshing. So I tend to use those the most because there are so many new offers always popping in. And then let's see, Darren also points out that you can have it deposited into your bank account through Venmo, which yes, that's Ibotta. Ibotta works through PayPal or Venmo, so that can be a direct deposit into your bank using them as well. And I will confess, Darren, I've not ever used the Venmo. I just do the PayPal for a number of these options. I'll have to try that one out though, just to say I've done it. So third up on the list would be SavingStar. SavingStar was created by UPromise, same company. UPromise is college savings. They've been out for, like what, 20 years now probably. They created the SavingStar system so that it could work for folks who weren't really trying to save for college. UPromise wasn't actually appealing to folks who either didn't have kids or their kids were all grown. They just didn't want to get into it. So they created SavingStar to kind of appeal to everybody. And then SavingStar became the larger option for using coupons because it was so easy to do versus UPromise, the coupons are kind of buried. So the way that SavingStar works, their app is also a website. Checkout 51 too, by the way. I don't have to have a mobile phone for SavingStar or Checkout 51. I can completely use those online. Any of these apps too, just so I've mentioned it and not forgotten it, can be used on a tablet device. So if you just have, a cheap Android tablet, you can still get all these apps. As long as your cheap Android tablet has a camera, you're good. You'll be able to submit your receipts. It's not a problem. So you don't have to pay the data plan of a phone. I could have a cheap tablet with a camera on Wi-Fi. There's no monthly expense whatsoever, and I'm still going to be able to take advantage of all of these apps. I specifically say Android in that because first off, there is no cheap iOS tablet, Apple tablet, but Windows is not where you want to go. Most of these apps don't have a Windows app available. It's just too much developmental cost to have 3 different apps that are all being maintained. So most app developers stay out of Windows land. I hate to say it, but it's true. So don't go Windows on a cheap phone, a cheap tablet, or even a cheap phone. Go Android. You'll kind of regret how many apps aren't available in the Windows market. So back to SavingStar, sorry. With SavingStar, I load the coupons that I want. To load them, you'll notice, if you can kind of tell, 3 of those are kind of a different color than the Lucky Leaf fruit filling. Those 3 all say activated next to them. Those I've loaded, and to load them, all I'm gonna do, let's see if I can do it without looking at it, is just tap it and click activate this offer. And then that is set to my account. So what you wanna get in the habit of with SavingStar, honestly, is loading everything. Just go crazy, load every single coupon that's there. There's no reason not to. And then when I go to the store, I have 2 ways to redeem with SavingStar. 1, you will never have to think about their app other than making sure you've loaded all your coupons. So if you were shopping at Rite Aid, CVS, trying to think of all the stores, Food Lion, Harris Teeter. There's a long list of stores that are card-based stores. This means I scan my card at CVS like I normally would to check out and get all the sales. CVS tells SavingStar what I purchased. I didn't have to do any work. I don't have to submit anything. So SavingStar is actually probably the easiest of all of these apps. As long as I click and activate those coupons, I shop in specific stores that work with a card-based system. I don't have to do a single thing to earn my money back. They tell SavingStar that I bought it. SavingStar gives me my money in my SavingStar account. Now, some stores are not card-based stores, and some were and are not any longer. So you need to kind of keep tabs on where you're shopping and how you submit. So if you shop at Kroger, Publix, Bi-Lo, Winn-Dixie, all of those stores used to be card-based stores, but within the last year to even last couple of months, things have changed depending on the store that you're at. And so now you would use their app or their website, and you'll see the receipt option on there. I click the button and I upload a receipt the same way I would through Ibotta and Checkout 51. So it's simple enough to use. Once you use one app, you kind of get the picture on how we use all these others. With SavingStar, once I have money saved up, I can get it out. They do, let's see, direct deposit to the bank. They do various other things, and they did just kind of revamp their account. So it's a little tricky to find everything. So once I have $5 saved up is their current go-to. They do PayPal. They also do some gift cards. They used to do Amazon gift cards, and they don't anymore. That was my go-to always, is that we would save up our money and get it out in Amazon gift cards around Christmas time. We now just do the PayPal option through there too. Now, in terms of SavingStar's offer, so for me, SavingStar and Checkout 51 are like my number one, number two, and I use them the most. There are three kinds of offers, and Amberly is mentioning one of them. Every Tuesday, SavingStar has a healthy offer. So that's the guy that's right up there in the front. 20% off apples is good through tonight. It's Monday night. Tomorrow we get a new healthy offer. It's always a vegetable or a produce, and they usually rotate between the two. So we had apples this week. We'll probably have a vegetable next week, back and forth. It's 20% off your total purchase, but only one purchase. So I can't keep going to the store and buying apples all week long. But if I went into the store and I bought apples this week, it's 20% off of however many apples I buy in that one purchase, up to a savings of $10, which is a lot of apples. I can't really imagine that you would hit that limit unless you just went crazy. So Cindy, just to clarify, Bi-Lo still has a loyalty card. Bi-Lo has stopped sending their data to SavingStar. So I can no longer be card-based with the way that I submit my SavingStar offers at Bi-Lo and Winn-Dixie. I now have to scan my receipt. And we used to be able to do it, just scan your card at Bi-Lo, and Bi-Lo told SavingStar, but they're not doing that anymore. Bi-Lo actually kind of turned that off for all offers. We used to be able to be card-based for Kellogg's Family Rewards too, meaning that you bought a Kellogg's product and you just instantly earned your points because they told Kellogg's that you bought a product. You were done. You didn't have to get the code out of a box or do any work. But they turned that off too. So with Bi-Lo or Winn-Dixie stores, I'm going to have to submit my receipt through the SavingStar app. But they still totally have their Bi-Lo bonus card to get all of your savings in the store and your fuel perks in the store. This is just how they're working with this particular app. So I mentioned the healthy savings offer. There are two other kinds of offers at SavingStar. The one that I love the most is a $5 kind of, they call them their one or mini offers. So I can earn $4 back when I buy $12 worth of Purex. This kind of offer is all before coupons. So you have coupons for Purex, they're on sale. You buy $12 worth on sale. Then you use your coupons. Let's pretend, for the sake of math, that they're on sale for $3 a bottle. So you buy 4 bottles, that's $12. You use 4 $1 off coupons. You've now paid $8 in the store. You still qualified for the offer because you bought $12 worth of Purex. You're going to get $4 back. You bought 4 bottles And now, after the SavingStar offer, you just paid $4 for those 4 bottles. You get the picture. SavingStar makes for some really good deals because of that. So we had a super fun deal on pizza last week. I shared it in Friday Finals with the DiGiorno deal and coupons and sales at Rite Aid, but this pairs in a lot. So any of those one or many offers in SavingStar are always before any other coupons you use in the store. So just keep that in mind because it makes for some fun deals and what you're going to grab. And then they have more traditional coupons. So I can get 55 cents off of King Arthur flour or $1 off of Right Guard body wash. I just need to load these coupons. I buy the item in the store. I can still use coupons in the store, but I'm going to get this extra savings too. So 3 different ways to save with SavingStar. The other apps, it's generally just one way. It's just 50 cents back when you buy this or $1 back when you buy this. But SavingStar does have those 3 types just to fully understand everything that's there. One more to kind of call out on its own is MobiSave. MobiSave is an app that a number of us, when they first came out, had to wait. You would have to wait to get into the system. They were kind of in a beta, not a full launch. And with MobiSave, once you got in, then you could get all their offers. So MobiSave has about 45 offers on a given week. And with MobiSave, they're the same exact system. I save $1 when I buy certain things. They've also recently, like these onions down here, come out with no brand offers, meaning I can buy any onions. We see these a lot in Ibotta and Checkout 51. So MobiSave has started those. These work exactly the same way. I buy the item, I submit the receipt. The fun part about MobiSave over the other apps, the minute I buy it, the minute I earn it, it is in my PayPal account. So I don't have to wait to hit a threshold. If I earn $1, I get my $1 back. It's done. I like that. I like not having to remember it either. And the fact that to me, I didn't have to wait for it. Where most apps, I don't really even factor that into the money that we spent or saved this week because I'm not going to see it for weeks and weeks and weeks. This one, I save it and I get it right back. So MobiSave's a fun one. And there are some good offers in there. Almost every single week, there's at least 1 or 2 things that pair in really well with coupons that we already have. 2 more to mention, not necessarily to call out because they all work the same way. There's Groupon Snap. It is owned by Groupon. If you're going to go searching for it in the App Store, make sure you use both names because if you just look for Snap, you're going to find a million apps all out of Japan that are all really weird games. That's not really what we're looking for. And then there's Berry Cart. Berry Cart is a lot of organic products, pretty much all organic products. It can be redeemed at tons of stores too. Both of those can in any store. And when I say ton, we're talking Walmart, Target, Family Dollar, Dollar General. This is anywhere that you're buying these items. You can usually submit it through most of these apps. So that's kind of my list of ones that I would look into that are out there coupon-wise that all are rebate-based types of apps. We'll pause there. Let me kind of skim through and make sure I didn't miss any specific questions. And then we're going to jump through store-specific and then just general savings specific. So I do have 2 more chunks of apps for you, and that's a lot already. So again, I'm telling you, pick maybe 2 or 3 that are your favorites, and then probably keep the rest. Just don't even worry about them. It's hard to keep them all straight. It's hard to even remember how much you've earned with all of these, unless it's MobiSave where I earn it and I get it. That's not hard at all, but just picking a few. So to kind of recover Amberly's questions, so as we go through, can I say if these are computer compatible for those of us with old school phones? So I kind of did this a little bit, but just to recap on all of those, the big apps that are computer compatible, Checkout 51 and SavingStar, 100% can be done on the computer. Do not need a phone at all. Groupon Snap used to also be done on the computer, but from what I've heard from some people, some of that capability has changed. So I'm not sure there because I only use Groupon on the app. So if anyone wants to chime in on Groupon specifically, but I agree, Amberly, because to keep in mind for everyone here, none of these apps will pay for you to have a smartphone. This doesn't justify the cost or the big cost of having a data plan, all of that with a smartphone. So yes, SavingStar and Checkout 51, you're good to go on the computer, but don't forget about the fact that you could get super cheap tablet deal. As long as it has a camera, you're good to use it. And as long as it's an Android device, these apps are going to work on it. So I'm not 100% an Android girl, but even just thinking about one deal that's out there, I'm pretty sure the Amazon Fire is an Android device. Their Fire tablet, trying to think about, and yeah, Amazon right now has their 7-inch Fire with Wi-Fi that includes special offers. It's still an Android backed device, could still completely run these, has a camera, would run all of these apps, and it's on sale for $39 right now. So, oh, what? Oh, my husband's yelling at me. If it's not in the Amazon App Store, it won't work. Let's see. Let's test that. See how many of these have them. So you could do that. Just kind of spend some time on Amazon seeing if these apps are in the Amazon App Store. Then it won't work. He's the one that plays with our Amazon Fire. I don't play with it ever. Looking around, Ibotta is in the Amazon App Store. So if you wanted to look that route, spend a little time kind of researching what's in the App Store, but that's a $39 tablet if you were really wanting to, you know, specifically get them for apps. That's a lot cheaper than paying a monthly data plan, definitely. Okay. A specific question on a product. Do we know when we're going to have good deals on Band-Aids? I'm running out. Janet, it depends on where you shop. And I don't know if you've ever tried the item search part that is on Southern Savers, where we can specifically put in, you know, I want a deal on Band-Aids and show me where they're on sale. We do have some good coupons for them from time to time. There aren't any amazing ones right now, but I would wait. In terms of the deals, that typically is a springtime deal. When you think about kids going outside and playing and scraping their knees and whatnot, not necessarily a winter purchase, definitely a spring purchase. So we will start to see first aid deals as a whole in the drugstores probably by the end of March. So one more month if you can make it on the super, super good deals. And this is one where you buy $20 worth of all of the Johnson & Johnson first aid and you get $10 back, is a lot of times what we'll see, or 30 and get 10. That's an instant 30% off savings, and then you get to use the coupons on top of those. But you could use the item search for now too, if we needed to specifically look, you know, we're completely out, where Band-Aid's on sale, and find, you know, items right now. Looking, there are no deals on Band-Aids this week, so don't even try. But hopefully you can make it even just a few more months just to get you into March, but the deals get better as we get in closer to the spring. So let's go store specific, and we're gonna start with Walmart because that's the next kind of comment down, is Walmart's savings catcher is often not able to verify prices. So let's talk about specific store apps. And with Walmart, that is what Walmart would push you to get the Walmart app for, is Savings Catcher. If you aren't regularly in Walmart, this is an app that allows you to submit some numbers off the bottom of your receipt. And through Savings Catcher, they will then look for any competitor special deals or lower prices just by you giving them the number off your receipt. They know where you live. So I can scan a store receipt, I can compare prices, you get the difference. Sounds super fun and super easy. Yeah, it's not really that great. And they miss a ton of prices. Julia's right. You will buy something and you know it's cheaper somewhere else. It won't find it. It won't verify that it was a better deal somewhere else, and you don't get the savings. Walmart corporate has not changed their price match policy. Some stores are saying, oh, we don't price match anymore. You have to use Savings Catcher. Corporate still says that Walmart will price match any store within a 50-mile radius. So if you're regularly shopping in Walmart, I urge you to just price match at the register the way that you would have 2 years ago before Savings Catcher existed. You know how much it is at another store. You're not going to miss the sale. And the other problem with Savings Catcher is that they took out produce and meat. So it's not even comparing those items. And that's a really big amount of savings for you. I want to get all the best produce deals in one place. I want to price match those items. Savings Catcher is not going to let you. It's not even looking that up. So don't rely on Savings Catcher for Walmart. If you do use their app, the only thing I would really use their app for is if I come across a really high value coupon and I'm just kind of curious, is this coupon any good to me? Am I going to get a deal to use it? I can search in their app, and then across the top, there's the option to do Walmart.com or to pick at your store. I pick at my store, then it looks in my nearest store for that specific item. So we all got Noxzema, or there's a $2 off Noxzema printable coupon. I can tell that at my store, the cheapest item is $2.97. I have a $2 printable coupon. I can get a feel for what that costs without even having to go to the store. The app will tell me that. So can save you some time before you just run all over looking for that item. It also can help you too because it specifically tells you what aisle to find that on. So if you're not regularly in the store, I can head to aisle C3. And I will find my 97-cent Noxzema razors pairing in that $2 printable coupon. That's the only thing that I would ever use their app for. You do the price matching yourself. Do not rely on Savings Catcher. Now, one app that is good as we go store specific is Target's Cartwheel. If you don't use Target Cartwheel and you're regularly in Target, you need to start. And this is one app, to go back to Amberly's question, that I do not have to have a phone for. I can completely use Target Cartwheel online on their website. I'd actually encourage you to use Cartwheel on their website. It's too hard to keep tabs of all of the coupons on your right on your phone because there are hundreds of coupons. I think like 500 coupons just this week. I'm going to pull it up and I will share my screen just so that we're all kind of on the same page with what Target Cartwheel looks like. And it's kind of big from me teaching a workshop this weekend. So as we come in here, one of my coupons expired. So this is Target Cartwheel. I'm going to make it a little smaller so we're not completely overwhelmed. I can look at all the offers, and this is exactly what I would do. You log in, click to see all the offers, and then come over and sort by discount. I don't want to see every single thing that's there. I want to just see the best of what is there because right now there's 596 offers. You just can't process that. But now I can see every single thing that's there. I can load any of these that I wanted to. So if you love Olay Regenerist, I can load this coupon. It is now saved to my Cartwheel account, and I can keep going through. This makes for super cheap yogurt. I can get really cheap Pop-Tarts. You kind of get the picture. Now the way that these work, this is different. Let's click on it so you can see the specific details. Different than a normal coupon, because if you look right here, it can be used up to a maximum of 4 qualifying items per coupon. So we look at each paper coupon as needing, if I want to buy 4 Pop-Tarts, I need 4 paper coupons. For Cartwheel, this one coupon is really going to come off 4 times. Once I've loaded all the offers, if I'm using this on the computer, I can just print this page off right here, and this barcode is what they're going to scan at the register. That barcode would then basically take off all of these sales that's behind it. If I only bought 2 Pop-Tarts and I still have 2 more left that I could use this for, it will stay in my account. So I don't have to purchase all 4 at the same time. It'll stay in my account. I can use this the next time I'm in the store. A little tip, this barcode never changes. That is your barcode to use in Target. So you can actually print that little sucker out if you want and make yourself your own Target keychain. I know someone who did this. Print it out, laminate it if you want to, go crazy. All I have to do is just have that little barcode ready. It never changes. I don't ever have to open the app if I don't want to. Now, I would recommend starting online because there are so many coupons. Load whatever you want online, but their app is helpful too because in the store with the app, it has a search function that allows you to scan a product's barcode. So just hitting the search little magnifying glass up in the top corner brings up that barcode option. Hand your phone over to an older kiddo and assign them the job of catching every barcode that goes in your buggy. You scan the barcode and it will immediately tell you whether there is or isn't a coupon available for that product. It's a pretty simple way to not ever miss a coupon. And then as I check out, I let them scan the app or scan your printout and you're good to go. So the app is helpful in the store, definitely, if you have a smartphone. Two more store specifics. Every store has an app these days, but a lot of them don't do anything other than just making the store's content a little bit easier to use. Like for instance, if I load Publix or Kroger's app, it's going to help me get to their e-coupons a little faster on my phone, but it's not any different. I'm not getting super exclusive offers. CVS and Whole Foods, though, do have apps, and recently with the CVS and Whole Foods apps, they have been putting out exclusive app-only coupons. So that one, you don't want to really miss out on those offers if you're routinely in those stores. If anyone else has store-specific apps that they love, please feel free to share them. Those are just the ones that I would recommend that you jump in on. So to jump out of those, again, another good question Julia asks, do we need to pay taxes on our earnings if our earnings are over $600 a year? Julia, yes. Anytime that you earn over $600 from anything, they're forced to give you a 1099, and you must report that 1099 on your taxes because they are reporting their copy of that 1099 to the government. So the government will match in whether that 1099 shows in on your taxes or not. You are required to do that on any earnings above a certain level. I'm not a CPA as to tell you whether or not you have to report them on a $25 earning, but anything bigger than that, they're going to know. So you don't really want to leave that off your taxes. It's the same with any prize you earn too. I don't ever do prizes on Southern Savers that are larger than $600 because I don't want to have to deal with the paperwork on that, giving you a 1099 and making sure that we're all in the good for your earnings on the prize, much less my side of it all. So just anytime. Make sure we don't miss any. I think we're good. So Stephanie says, MobiSave has only had 2 offers for months now. Is something wrong? It was my favorite app. So Stephanie, I have had this problem with MobiSave, but the offers are actually there. Let me see if I can show it to you on the screen. What I have to do to pull up all the offers, it's like they're having a caching issue on their phone. So for me right now, all the offers are there. But sometimes when I load it it'll only say 10. But if you come in and you just hit that offers button again, it kind of refreshes the screen. Now, I've already done that tonight, so you can see all 41. But when I opened this earlier, when we first started the call, I had 12. And I had to hit the offers button, refresh the screen so I could see all 41. So try that now, even while we're on the call, and tell me if that doesn't bring them all up. It may be that they're putting in different amounts for different people, but I haven't had a lot of folks complain about MobiSave like that. Now, the other apps, there's a ton of difference, and you may have this really great $3 off Glade coupon and I don't. You may have milk coupons and I don't. But MobiSave, from what I've seen, everybody kind of has the same number of things. So hopefully when you hit offers, they will all be good again. All be there. Let's see. And Darren saying the same thing. Grocery for me, I have 27 under MobiSave. So try that, clicking on offers and seeing if that just makes them all better. So Teray asks, what are the best deals for this month? The big things to look for in the month of February, not jewelry. Don't buy any jewelry in the month of February. We'll see discounts, but nowhere near what you're going to see in March, because there are no holidays in March to where you would want jewelry. The big things, obviously, we're going to see a ton of clearance candy, and we don't have a long gap this year between Valentine's Day and Easter, but you will see the Valentine's Day markdowns come the 15th. We'll see a lot of winter markdowns start even by the end of the month. We're already seeing some as it is. Winter was over in January, technically, so we're getting late into the season, and a lot of folks want spring in their stores by the beginning of March. We actually even have bathing suits on sale this week in Target, which blows my mind. It's February, but it's happening. So winter is on its way out. This is the month to grab boots. It's the month to grab coats, long sleeves, and pants. Come March, it's spring, and most of these stores, they're bringing in their spring lines really, really fast. I want to go ahead and kind of get on the big end of what's left in that winter clothing area, because what's left in March is just the bare bones of what has been picked over for the rest of February. So grabbing a lot of those things. Still in the spring cleaning mode. Spring cleaning will run through mid-March, but by mid-March, all the spring cleaning deals are kind of over. So this can be some of your best times to get toilet bowl cleaner, glass cleaner. Some laundry detergents we'll continue to see all year long, but if you see some crazy good deals like on Gain and some brands that we don't always see discounts on, February is a great month for that too. Those are the big ones. February is not a big month for purchasing a lot of items. It's just those few key things. And then come March, we get some more things. We get kind of an uptick. Produce-wise, best deals, strawberries. This is strawberry season, berry season in general, but strawberries predominantly. We're going to have strawberries by the end of February, beginning of March, down to $1.50 for a 1 pound container, 16-ounce container. Keep in mind that if we had the farmer's market, that's even cheaper. Farmer's markets for the last 3 or 4 years have those 16-ounce containers as cheap as $1 to 75 cents a container, where the grocery store is hitting $1.50. This is the tail end of apple season. After the end of February, apples are going to skyrocket in price. So if you want any apples, now's a great time to grab them. And then come March, a whole bunch of other things come in season. This is also the beginning of cold season lettuce. So great deals on lettuce in February as well. Lots of buy one, get one salad blends and whatnot to grab. It's a hard one to stock up on, but it's a great time to decide that you want to eat a lot more salads because they're finally on sale. That's really it. February is a really slow month for a lot of folks, both budget-wise and for stores. But still some things to grab. So I'm going to stick this up. Stephanie's got a praise for CVS, so we can all read it together. I want to give an awesome praise to CVS. I called, like I always do, to make sure that items I wanted were in stock. The Viva paper towels weren't, but the girl on the phone told me that they would substitute any 6-pack and that they would be the same price and that they would take my coupon and give me the extra care bucks. That is the really fun part about one of the things that CVS stores can do. They could give you a rain check for those Viva towels. Remember, CVS rain checks never expire. They'll still give you the extra care bucks that should have printed today, 3 years from now. But all stores have the ability to also substitute in any item. So if you don't want a rain check, you can always ask, could I substitute in a second item? Doesn't mean that the manager will do it, but they have the ability to do it. And most of the time, they're very willing to do it. So I'm glad that you've got a really, really great CVS. So Cameron's got a warning on Cartwheel. Kind of be aware of the details of them. I bought 6 hamburger helper dinners with 2 75-cent off 3 coupons. The deal had a limit of 4 per transaction. So you bought 6. At the same time, that Cartwheel offer was only up to 4, which it is where most of them are. So kind of always paying attention to that is a good reminder of, if you're going to grab a lot of extras, I'm not going to get that extra savings off of those other items. Also keep in mind with Cartwheel where it comes off in your total. So if you are trying to kind of figure out down to the penny how much you're going to be paying, Target store coupons come off first, then Target Cartwheel, then manufacturers. So if I've got a 50% off Cartwheel coupon, but I also have a Target store coupon for $1 off of that product, it's going to take off the $1, then the 50 cents off of what's left, then use your manufacturer's coupon, and then your 5% red card. But just so you're not off on your math with that one either. Let's see. Okay, I feel good. I'm glad that refreshing made all your coupons show up. Just hit your offers button. Yes, it's a magical button. And thank you for letting me know that worked too. So Nan has a question that's kind of one for everyone, and we can all chime in on it, but I'm going to put it up here just so everyone will see it. I'm looking to purchase a carpet upholstery steam cleaner, and I appreciate any feedback concerning the best model and where to purchase. So Nan, in terms of where to purchase, I would push you to two different sources, or three places to look for deals. One, the price never changes. So once you learn that price, it's good to kind of like tuck away. And that one that never changes is Bed Bath & Beyond. So look at the options at Bed Bath & Beyond, and then remember that they always have 20% off coupons. So what is that price after the 20% off coupon? And that's kind of like your standard. I want to make sure I beat that price. And then keep tabs on Amazon and on Kohl's, because Kohl's routinely puts out 20% and sometimes 30% off coupons. Plus Kohl's will run Kohl's Cash. So if I wait for those offers to kind of overlap, then I can use my 20% off coupon code, and I can earn $10 in Kohl's Cash for every $50 that I spend. That can really rack up to be some huge savings, especially on a small household appliance that's not quite in the cheap department usually. And then Amazon's routinely going to put them on sale, but they don't have that 20% off coupon code. They don't do the Kohl's Cash. So Kohl's will usually end up beating Amazon and probably beating Bed Bath & Beyond, but it kind of getting that overall price set on Bed Bath & Beyond, you at least know this is the price to beat. Bed Bath & Beyond doesn't really have sales very often, but that 20% coupon can make for a pretty good discount. So those are where I would look for the deals. I, however, can't give you any advice on which ones to get. So hopefully some folks will chime in the chat and give you some advice on what they've used. We have a super old Hoover one that I think my mom bought when I was in college and we still use from time to time, but I don't have a ton of carpet in our house either, so not a very good one on that one. Okay, so as we go through other apps that are out there, one that folks always ask me about is Shopkick. I actually had someone ask me about it tonight while we were at American Heritage Girls. So Shopkick is an app where I can earn kicks or points basically for walking into stores, for scanning barcodes of items, taking pictures of items. When I'm in the store, I can earn extra kicks. I then redeem those kicks for gift cards. And some people rave about Shopkick. However, I have qualms with this one, and this is where I told you, like, tonight is somewhat about opinions. Shopkick for me, whenever I put it on my phone, kills my battery on my phone because it wants to geolocate you all the time, and that really, really wears down your battery. So you need to be okay with either turning off geolocation all the time or not having it on your phone. The other problem that I had for me is that it would never register that I was in a store. It would always tell me that I needed to go into Target, and I would be as far back in Target as I could humanly get. It wouldn't register it to give me those points. Now, I've heard from other folks that that's been fixed. Every time I put it back on my phone, though, it kills my battery within just a couple of hours. And so I take it right back off. Like, I'm willing to try it, and then I give up in that trying. I just can't. I just am a little bit of a miser when it comes to my phone battery. And if you kill my phone battery, you don't last long as an app on my phone. So if you want to try it, I'll put it in here just so you've kind of seen its name, but it is Shopkick. It's a free app. And if your friends refer you, they earn kicks too. So you can kind of refer other friends and earn more. Go for it. But I won't be the one that refers you. So it sounds like Hoover might be the way to go. And that's probably why I have a Hoover in my garage that is a little on the old side, but it does work well. So thanks for everyone chiming in to help Nan kind of see where to go. So the last two that I have are Cameron's kind of chiming in on with ReceiptPal and ReceiptHog. And there are others that are out there now too. There's a new one, oh, I can't even remember its name, that are all about connecting to your email. What they're doing is kind of looking for anything that you've purchased to then offer you kind of a cash back on for having made that purchase in the past. I agree 100% with you, Cameron, in that is way too much personal information that I don't need to share with you. And ReceiptHog, in my opinion, has always been that way. So just to explain, ReceiptHog and receipt-based apps that are not giving you a specific amount back, a specific offer. For instance, MobiSave on my phone. I can earn $1 back on Sunsweet Pacific Tropicals. There to you. This is what I bought today. How much I paid for it. This is when I shopped. This is where I shopped. For the last like minute and a half. Better, I hope. Okay. Well, hopefully you can hear me again. Sorry. It's a minute where I was just talking all to myself. All I was doing was telling you not to get ReceiptHog or ReceiptPal unless you're okay with them data mining you. It's okay. You just missed a small little soapbox anyway. But just know how they're going to work in general. That's how they're making their money. Is you're telling them what you bought, you're telling them where you bought, when you like to shop, where you live, all of that, and then they're giving you perks for doing it. That's how ReceiptPal, ReceiptHog make their money. So those particular apps, I don't really wholeheartedly say you should definitely get this. It's really the ones that are going to give you money back on a specific offer because they're being paid by the manufacturer to do that. They're not data mining you beyond just making sure that you purchase the offer that you were supposed to purchase. Beyond that, your data is not really that important to them. They really have the manufacturers that they're dealing with. more than anything else. Now, Ibotta is one of the few, to mention this one too, that is kind of branching out into kind of the cashback side. Someone asked earlier what I thought about Ebates. I love cashback sites like Ebates or Shop at Home. This is where if I'm doing online purchases, so for instance, Nan wants to get something at Kohl's. We decide we're going with the Hoover, we're going with Kohl's. We found a 20% off Kohl's coupon code. Let's take it even further, Nan, and bump it up, and let's go through Ebates first. This is ebates.com. I go through Ebates first. I click through their link, specific times of the month, sometimes every other month. They may run 6% cash back at Kohl's. So now I purchase my Hoover, I pay for it, I use the coupon code for it, and then 6% of my final purchase price I get back in my Ebates account. Ebates also has an app as well, so if you're doing any online shopping on your mobile phone, I don't do that unless I'm on Amazon. It's too small, but I know some people do. You wouldn't miss anything if you went through Ebates on your phone either. So I say all of that to kind of mention Ibotta. So Ibotta has gone into, in a sense, the cashback side of online shopping, and there are a lot of offers that are for online or sometimes local. So that Hanes brand outlet, it's $10 back if I buy $50 at any Hanes outlet store. This is in store. So if you're buying other things that aren't groceries, Ibotta can be really good for that. A number of them are online, and to get the online savings though, I do have to go through the app first because it's working just like the cash back. Ibotta is really getting commission off of the sale, and they're sharing that commission with you. But some of them are local and not online. So just looking for a couple. Most of them right now seem to be just the local ones. So I try to quickly look and see what we've got. But you can look for any of those as extra ways to save. The public shopping spree, that is the new, they usually did coupons in the past. Now they're doing the gift card back when you buy $50 worth of participating items, and that's gonna run all year long, which is kind of a crazy long redemption time period for a rebate. It's definitely something to work towards because that's across multiple purchases, which is great. In the course of the year, you ought to buy $50 worth of those products. You can only get so just hold on to your Publix receipts, or just get in the habit of submitting them every time to the to the shopping spree site. And then as it tracks you, when you earn it, you get your $10 gift card. Just keep in mind, I can only earn it once per household/person. So don't continue to grab those items and continue to try to save even more. Okay, well, we hit the 9:30 mark, and I actually hit all of the apps that I had planned on us talking about. If you had any other questions, there's a lot of folks that says you're typing. It could be that you're also just in the box, so I don't know. But if you have any other questions, you can hold them for next week if you want. You can also always email me, Jenny@SouthernSavers.com, and I'll gladly try my hardest to answer them. But I hope that tonight's helpful. And as you get into apps, if you have more questions too about those, always email me. Apps are very simple, easy answer to shoot back. Next week, same time, same place. Some folks asked for budget specifics, so we're going to talk budgeting to start off with, and then wherever your questions go as well after that. So I hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you again next week.